This video demonstrates how to create an interactive report within Google's Looker Studio that contains 2 interactive charts and 2 pages. The interactive charts are based on data from 2 separate spreadsheets, both of which are created within Google Sheets. The data was acquired from the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. Spreadsheet number 1 is 10 years worth of fecal coliform data collected from Salt Creek at Higgins Road. Fecal coliform is measured in colony forming units, or CFU, per 100 milliliters. Thus, column A in spreadsheet number 1 presents years, and column B presents the median colony forming units for each year. Note that spreadsheet number 1 is named Fecal Coliform at Salt Creek. Spreadsheet number 2 is 10 years worth of chlorophyll data collected from Salt Creek at Higgins Road. Chlorophyll is measured in micrograms per liter. Thus, column A in spreadsheet number 2 presents years, and column B presents the average chlorophyll for each year. Note that spreadsheet number 2 is named Chlorophyll at Salt Creek. Navigate to Google's Looker Studio. Click the large plus symbol in the screen's upper left that is named Blank Report. The next screen prompts you to add data to a report. Select Google Sheets. Beneath the listed spreadsheets, select Fecal Coliform at Salt Creek. After selecting the spreadsheet, click the blue Add button in the screen's lower right corner. After processing, a placeholder data table appears. Note that the table is outlined with a thin blue line, which lets you know that Looker Studio is currently focused on this data source. If you click in the white area of the report, the blue outline surrounding the table disappears. Make sure to keep this table outlined with a thin blue line. Now we'll transform this table into a chart. Click the Add a Chart button located on the top menu of Looker Studio. After clicking the Add a Chart button, select Time Series Chart and click on the Looker Studio canvas. A blank placeholder chart appears. Note that the right side of Looker Studio now displays a Time Series Chart and the word Chart. Beneath this there are 2 tabs, one for Setup and the other for Style. Within the Setup tab, ensure the following 3 things. 1. Beneath the data source header, make sure that Fecal Coliform at Salt Creek is listed. 2. Beneath the dimension header, make sure year is listed. 3. Beneath the metric header, click Record Count and select Fecal Coliform median CFU per 100 milliliters. After processing, the placeholder table on your report changes. It now displays an interactive graph with years on its x-axis and CFU on its y-axis. Click the Style tab and scroll down until you see the left y-axis header. Click the box that says Show Axis Title. Notice the y-axis is now labeled. Beneath the x-axis header, click the box that says Show Axis Title. Notice the x-axis is now labeled. After creating your chart, delete the placeholder data table by clicking the table, then clicking the 3 vertical dots on its upper right corner and selecting Delete. Now we'll add a second interactive chart to this report. Click the Add Data button located on the top menu of Looker Studio. Select Google Sheets. Beneath the listed spreadsheets, select Chlorophyll at Salt Creek. After selecting the spreadsheet, click the blue Add button in the screen's lower right corner. Notice on the right side of Looker Studio, beneath the Data header, our 2 data sources are now displayed. Click the Add a Chart button, select Time Series Chart, and click on the Looker Studio canvas. A blank placeholder chart appears. Notice that the right side of Looker Studio now displays a time series chart and the word Chart. Beneath this, there are two tabs, one for Setup and the other for Style. Within the Setup tab, ensure the following three things. 1. Beneath the data source header, make sure that the chlorophyll at Salt Creek is listed. 2. Beneath the dimension header, make sure year is listed. 3. Beneath the metric header, click Record Count and select Average Chlorophyll in micrograms per liter. After processing, the placeholder chart changes. It now displays an interactive graph with years on its x-axis and average chlorophyll on its y-axis. Click the Style tab and scroll down until you see the left y-axis header. Click the box that says Show Axis Title. Notice the y-axis is now labeled. Beneath the x-axis header, click the box that says Show Axis Title. Notice the x-axis is now labeled. We now have two interactive charts in our report. Notice how the charts dynamically display data as you move your mouse over each trend line. Resize the charts by clicking on them and dragging the small blue squares that appear on each chart's blue outline. A user-friendly report has the two interactive charts approximately the same size and logically positioned within the middle of the report. Now we'll create a title for this page by clicking the Text button located on the top menu of Looker Studio and then clicking anywhere on the report. Notice that a text box appears. Within this text box include the following 7 elements. Recent water quality data from Salt Creek at Higgins Road. Median fecal coliform and average chlorophyll. Data collection, the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. Data site, Chicago Area Waterways Quality Data. Data presentation, insert your name. Class, GEG 220. The Global Environment, McHenry County College. Semester. Insert current semester. Make the text user-friendly by using the tools on the right side of Looker Studio beneath the Text Properties header. For example, change the text to bold, 20-point font that is center justified. Change the text box size to ensure that each of the 7 elements occupies its own text line. Finally, drag the text box around the Looker Studio canvas until it's centered on the page. Now we'll link 2 lines of text to external sources. In this case, we'll navigate to the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago and copy its URL from the browser's address bar. Returning to Looker Studio, we now highlight the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago, and then click the Insert Link beneath the Text Properties header on the right side of Looker Studio. When prompted, paste the URL onto the appropriate line and click Apply. Make this part of the report user-friendly by checking the box labeled Open Link in New Tab. Now, we'll navigate to the Water Reclamation District's data site, copy its URL from the address bar, return to Looker Studio, and insert its link using the same process. Now we'll add the MCC logo and link this graphic to the college's home page. Navigate to the logo's web address, which is provided by your instructor. Copy the logo's URL. On the top menu of Looker Studio, click the Insert Image button and select By URL. Paste the logo's URL onto the appropriate line and click Insert. The MCC logo now appears on the report. Drag it to the lower center portion of the report. Note that the logo is present but not interactive. We still need to link the logo to the MCC homepage. Navigate to the MCC homepage and copy the URL. Return to Looker Studio, click the logo, and then click the Insert Link button beneath the Image Properties header. Paste the college's homepage URL onto the appropriate line and click Apply. Make this part of the report user-friendly by checking the box labeled Open Link in New tab. Click the View button on Looker Studio's upper right corner to see how the report looks for a user. Notice that the report is user-friendly, has a title and all the appropriate information, contains 2 linked sites, 2 interactive charts, and a linked logo. Now we'll add a second page to our report. Click the Add a Page button located on the top menu of Looker Studio. Notice the left side of the screen now has a highlighted number 2, indicating that the report has 2 pages, and we are currently viewing the second page. Clicking on the number 1 takes us back to the page we just finished building. On Looker Studio's top menu, click Page 1 of 2. Now click the Properties icon on the far right side of the screen. Beneath the Report Pages header, click the 3 vertical dots that appear when you mouse over the first untitled page. Select Rename. Name page number 1 Coliform and Chlorophyll. Repeat the steps to rename page 2 Suspended Solids. Now we'll add an animated image to our report. Return to page 2. Click the Image button located on the top menu of Looker Studio. Select Upload from Computer. In this example, we'll upload a previously created animated GIF named Salt Creek at Higgins Road Suspended Solids. Resize the image by clicking the small blue squares that appear on the image's outline. Center the image by dragging it to the center of the canvas. We now have an animated image embedded within our Looker Studio report. In the screen's upper left corner, change the report's name from Untitled Report to Water Quality from Salt Creek at Higgins Road. Click the View button on Looker Studio's upper right corner to see how the report looks for a user. Notice that we've created a report containing a title, 2 named pages, 2 animated charts, active links that open in separate tabs, and an animated GIF. The report is user-friendly and ready to submit to your instructor. Click the Share button on the top right corner of Looker Studio. Change the link settings from Restricted to Public so that your instructor can see your work. Click the blue Save button. Now click the Share button again. Notice the link settings are now set to public. Click the Copy Link button. Test the link by opening an incognito window and pasting the link into the browser's address bar. If your report appears in the incognito window, the link is ready to be sent to your instructor. To embed your navigable, interactive, 2-page report into your website, you'll need to acquire the embedding URL. Click File on Looker Studio's upper left corner. Select Embed Report, and then make sure Enable Embedding and Show Report Navigation in Embedding Mode are both checked. Check the radio button that says Embed URL, and then Copy to Clipboard. Go to your website and use the prompts to embed the URL you just copied into the appropriate page on your website.